Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of Happy Sugar Life. And the first episode, slash previous episode, we learned that the anime is not quite as happy-go-lucky as the title may have led some of us to believe, and that it's a bit darker, a bit harder for Sato to try to maintain her happy sugar life with the love of her life, Shio, but she is working hard to that end goal. It's still very much a true title because she does want that happy sugar life and she'll do what she can to protect that, our little Hanakana yandere. So, yeah, the first episode was pretty great, so let's see where things go on from here. Is it going to be like a bit of a villain of the week sort of thing? Are we going to get some new bad guy we had to take down like we did with the manager last episode? Maybe. Who knows? One way to find out. And that would be to watch the episode, so that's what I'm going to do. 3, 2, 1, play. Starting with the opening. With lots of sugar, of course. And her bottle that Sato tries hard not to break. And yes, lots of forehead kissing. Because, you know, Shio's too young to be doing proper lip kissing, I guess. But yeah, one thing I forgot to mention in my first reactions, I think it's funny that you have Sato and Shio, the naming scheme there, because I'm fairly certain Sato means sugar in Japanese and Shio means salt. I'm not 100% on that, but so this kind of goes with the happy sugar life theme. Although you think the names would be reversed. You think Shio would be called sugar, but maybe the names are referring to what the person needs in their life, not what they represent. Which could be fine as well. Man, really is a bit of a disturbing opening if you really think about it. If you try to analyze it. But man, Shio was cute. And you can see how the bottle's getting close to breaking. Which I think over the course of the series will probably get... In the series itself, it'll get more and more broke before she just finally loses it. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And we found out those bags definitely don't contain candy. You know, I know it's supposed to be kind of a dark anime, but whenever I hear Hanakana's voice, I'm just filled with happiness. Even if it's a scene where she's dumping, you know, limbs of a corpse off a bridge in the middle of the night, it's still Hanakana's voice, so it's still kind of cute. Yeah, block the entire screen with text. Not getting to see what's happening at all. Wow, what the nerve. Well, don't actually do it, because some of you do that. Yes, she's the one that actually do it. Girl right there. uh, Everybody wants their happy sugar life. And what you need to do is find yourself a nice lolly. Just take that from Sato. Well, he heard you talking about him. Well, that probably didn't go well, because she's not there. Yeah. Just keep throwing out excuses until one works. Okay. Explains a bit, but what happened to the ants? I don't really want to assume the worst, but... The cutest girl in school? That's a great way to put it. I need an adult, not you, like another adult. Indeed. It's probably the teacher. The one right there. I'm about 50% certain with that. But I could be wrong. He's gonna turn and see it? Yeah. I doubt it. No, no. Bad. Can it be? uh, yeah, Shogo's really cute too. Yeah, we don't need her getting killed and chopped up. uh, yes, they do. I'm more than happy with that. They're both really cute. It was very nice seeing them hug, I'll be honest. Shio, you'll protect me, right? You know, I really don't think they'll kill off Shio, but I'm still really afraid of that. Yep, there he is, and there's the eyes. Wow. You know, you probably shouldn't leave the workplace by yourself in the middle of the night. And there you go. And she was right. I can see that. Yeah, he's clearly not sugar. She is definitely different. Not the usual insult I see, but I'm glad I was right, I guess. Not really. Well, I'm sure Hanakon is everyone's type of girl, but no touch. Uh, of course. Guess I should just be quiet and make it sticky. Well, too bad for you. She already has a love, so... uh... I'm curious how this is gonna end. He really is. uh... That's an understatement. Yeah, clearly. Everything. And it's a her, by the way. I don't think he would actually hurt Shio if he saw her, so... Well, apparently that's how it ends. Yeah, that's why you go home to Shio. She cleanses your soul. And there she is. Tackle. Yes, yes she does. Lots of kisses. Wow. That face. That definitely is not bitter. uh, that shit erupts very quickly. uh, the phrasing on that could be a bit better, but yes, anyone that gets in the way of your happy sugar life will die. Huh. Apparently he has a daughter. It's a small one. This is awkward, isn't it? Oh, I love you so much, Sato. You're the best. Bit of a declaration of war here. Wow. Oh my god. You are something else. uh, I can't see you, but I know you're there. Uh, they do seem nice. You know, too good for him, but that's an understatement. And why did you get married to begin with? I mean, I can't blame you for that, but still, if that's your attitude, you shouldn't get married. I tried to think about that, but yeah, that is her backstory. Yeah, Shio is more than enough for her now. Well, don't we all? You tell him. Now we're getting full on a sadist Sato. I'm sure you're not. Yeah, but he's getting off on this. Yes. Because she just told you you're a masochistic pervert. Yeah, you are nowhere near as wonderful as Sato. uh, don't know why they transitioned to Shio after you said trash she wants to get rid of. That's a bit messed up, but I know that's not what she meant. Oh, she is so cute. I'm glad we get to actually see Shio alone, like, without Sato. Because we don't get very much of that. You might not want to go in there, Shio. Probably a bad room to go into. Yeah, don't go in there. There's a lot of security on that door, good god. Uh, no matter what. Title drop! And this person we keep seeing, probably a sister of Shio. I'm assuming she has a similar hair color and she doesn't look cool enough to be her mother. I assume the mother's out of the picture, probably both parents. I love when she's somebody on screen. I also love her outfit. The nice blue color scheme looks great. Oh, I want to take in the laundry. You were so small. Well, don't hurt yourself. That's all I ask, really. Oh, don't get what? Well, might be a bit of trauma there. There's the, well, the mother or sister. Scary either way. I assume mother. Waking up to a lap pillow, the only way to wake up. And they're a bit wet, yeah. She's not gonna be mad at you, though. Yes, you did. Good job, Shio. Uh... uh... You. Sato. Yes, good job. Correct answer. uh... Yes. What? I was about to say, how could you reject a kiss from Shio? You both are. There, no kidding. We don't need her going out there and getting corrupted. That thing. Their marriage, yeah. I do love Shio's voice a lot. If it wasn't for the fact she was up against Hanakana, I'd say that was my favorite voice on the show. But it's never fair to be up against Hanakana. Yeah, she would never lie. Indeed. Well, that basically confirmed that that is indeed her family, but that was obvious. I'm sure she'll meet up with Shio eventually. Somehow. Is he helping get rid of her garbage? You don't want to know. Wouldn't he be able to tell from the smell? Yeah, you should know what that is. Yeah, Mitsubishi was from the other job, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Kind of a sucky job. Yeah, I swear I'm not stalking you or anything. Anything at all. No, he's a bit traumatized too. You might not want to do that. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. That was a bad experience. Yeah. That's a good point. So, who is he referring to? I would assume he's referring to Shio's older sister, but... Yes, you would think that. Uh, okay, what's... Oh. Okay, this is a problem. Oh my god. Uh... We definitely have a problem now. I thought maybe he saw the picture and that was kind of a catalyst for him to meet up with Shio's older sister and he liked her. But apparently no, it was as simple as him seeing the picture and liking her. Little does he know she's taken. Hopefully he respects that when he finds out, but... I bet. But yeah, if he's traumatized by older women, I guess the logical conclusion would just to go after younger ones. Gotta print them out. Okay, I was hoping it was her and not Mitsuboshi. Rude. uh, well, about that is wow, just run away. I mean, I assume that was a girl. I guess it could be a guy. Still can't quite hear the voice well enough to say. I will facilitate calling that her sister this whole time if it's a guy. That's a word for it. A new employee that wants to, you know. Probably not the best idea for a few reasons. Yeah, she doesn't want anyone invading her happy sugar life. That look of suspicion. Can I leave? Got beat up for seemingly no reason. Yeah, we don't need the police involved. Well, a lot of adults in this show haven't been that great, I'll admit. Doesn't everyone? I seemingly so does everyone else. At least Mitsuboshi. Wow. I actually have chills. Yeah, that's gonna trigger her. She's obviously Shio's family, I know that much. Don't don't do anything stupid here. Put it down, Sato. She's not really gonna do it. Of course it cuts off there. But yeah, I am leaning on it being a brother more now than anything else. But I did initially think it was a girl, but just because I usually do. Probably wishful thinking, but I do a lot, usually when it's ambiguous. But yeah, that was an episode. I would say darker than the first one. Which I think most episodes will probably be darker than the first one. Yeah, I legit got chills when that character started to recite their usual routine. I mean, it took like between the second and third line of it for it to click in my head. But once it did, yeah. I do really like Shio's outfit a lot better than Sato's. It's like Shio's school uniform. I love it. Well, and the surprise hug, and they disappear under the blanket together. Yeah, trauma. So that was the second episode of Happy Sugar Life. Another pretty good episode. Okay, so the first scene that was kind of funny, where you had the characters complaining about, some guy or whatever, and then she said one girl saying she wants to kill him, and then Sato says you probably shouldn't kill him, even though she's the only one that would actually consider doing that. Everybody else is just an exaggeration. But I did quite like the look on Sato's face as she said it, just casually eating her, Paki, and just yes, that was interesting. Now, one of the biggest conflicts of this episode was the teacher that had a thing for Sato. And basically, I thought that was pretty obvious. The way he was talking to her, because he had mentioned about calling her home, and the way he was just telling her how she's special, not like the other girls, and the way he was holding her hand, and then it brought the whole stalking thing. I was like, okay, yeah, the teacher's the stalker, definitely, because even before they mentioned the stalker thing, I was like, okay, I'm starting to get a bit of an unpleasant vibe from this guy, and yeah, that all just kind of came together. They tried to sway me a little bit into thinking maybe it was just a customer at her place that was doing it, but I could tell, I was pretty sure that was just a red herring. They were just trying to, try to make it a bit of a surprise who it was, but I felt that was pretty obvious regardless. I saw some stuff with Sato's workplace. I don't know why, but I always have to fight the urge to either call her Haruka or Hanakana. I know why I keep wanting to call her Hanakana, because I do that for the Working Blood Cells show. But I don't know why I keep trying to call her Haruka. I don't really know why, but every single time I call her Sato, I usually have to jump over a little hurdle to get to the right name. But anyway, during the workplace stuff, that was fun, because we saw the one character that they were thinking, maybe he was a stalker, and he was saying something about a little flashback thing. Hey, why don't you meow on my lap, or whatever he said. And yeah, I can't blame him for wanting, Sato to do that for him. But yeah, it's not quite that type of establishment, so just usual waitress service is probably all I can really hope for. But, I certainly can't blame him for wanting that. And I did quite like the stuff we got between Sato and Shoko there in that scene, just getting all close and hugging, and it was nice. Of course, Sato and Shio are the real ship, so I don't want anything to get in the way of that, but I did quite like the little bit of the closeness, the skinship we got between those two, and it seemed like the audience were quite into it as well. No surprises there. Seeing two cute cat girls saying they like each other and hugging and stuff like that, that's a wonderful sight. That's the kind of thing you would pay to go see. Now, we had a very uncomfortable scene with the teacher having been revealed as a stalker showing up in the dark alleyway with Sato, basically revealing his depravity to the world, basically, well, to Sato, and to the audience watching at home, of course. And yeah, she pretty much said that she found him bitter, I guess is how we put it. And I guess this is kind of her worldview for the most part. People are either bitter or they're sweet, whereas he's very high level on bitter, and she would be very high level on sweet. At least it kind of seems like that's kind of how she looks at things, and candy, of course, being the sweetest thing, and candy in the bottle and all that symbolism and stuff. But yeah, luckily that scene ended well enough. He just walked off and gave up once the alarm started to go off and all that. So yeah, luckily that scene didn't go too poorly. And once you had Sato come home, basically she found Shio and was very eager to have Shio just cleanse all the bitterness and evil from her that had accumulated around her because of being, exposed to the evil, horrible outside world. And yeah, she came home, she basically pushed down Shio and said, "Hey Shio, I've missed you, I love you, please make everything better." And Shio did that by kissing her, of course. This kiss we didn't actually get to see, the lips part of it we saw from behind, but from the perspective and her comment about the chocolate, it seemed like maybe that was a kiss on the lips. I'm not sure, but I'm going to imagine that it was. But either way, she did I think 2 or 3 kisses, but it did its job of making her feel better, so obviously it's not super healthy, Sato's way of life of just really heavily relying on Shio to make life worth living, basically. But that is the current dynamic that we have. Shio with that look on her face asking if she feels better after she, gave her the kisses, that may, be the cutest thing ever in life, I'm just gonna say. Now, the scene after that, where she basically deals with the teacher, once and for all, that was quite an interesting scene. Sato definitely went on the offensive in that one. Basically just shows about his house, clearly invisible sight to at least his wife, possibly his daughter, at least we could see them, and basically just basically baiting him into going with her because he kind of had to, otherwise that scene would be pretty bad. In that scene, we found a little bit more about the teacher, that he's basically, an M, and that he's just the worst, really. And Sato basically dealt with him. After that, we got to see Shio at home, cleaning up the place with her vacuum and stuff, just being an absolute adorable bundle of adorableness, which is just really great to watch. Most of the scenes we get with Shio are either very brief little images of her waiting for Sato, or they're just scenes with Sato when she is happy to come back to her. You keep seeing that person that's hanging up the missing child signs for Shio. Most likely it's one of her siblings. And basically with Shio, it seems like she had some kind of traumatic backstory. Maybe she was being abused by her parents. I don't know. I'm sure there's something there, but she definitely has her issues as well. Not just Sato. But yeah, basically there was something there. So after we had the teacher, burning the trash, we transitioned back over to Sato's workplace, where we found out that Mitsuboshi is the new employee, which I kind of saw coming. I don't think I commented on that. But as soon as it said new employee, that's kind of what I was leaning towards. But basically, yeah, he also has his own trauma because of the manager of the previous job that they worked at, and has an issue with older women as a result. And basically, he tried to assure us that Sato working there is not the reason why he came there. He's not a stalker or anything. But we do find out that he does, like I said, have his own issues. And in a previous scene, we saw him see that Shia poster, and apparently he had his own sort of reaction to that. Basically, it seems like we might have some sort of a love triangle thing between Sato, Mitsuboshi, and Shio. I guess that could be awkward, to say the least. Okay, so the scene we got with Shio's sibling, this kind of this opened a lot of doors. So first of all, we got involved with this person because they were getting beat up, and you had Mitsuboshi help out after Shoko just ran by and didn't help at all because I guess she's not a hero. I'm not gonna blame her for that because I probably wouldn't have either. But basically, Mitsuboshi, I guess, helps out and brings her to his place, and has Sato help out with that. And we basically saw him laying there going off about police and adults and all that good stuff. And assuming this is Shio's sibling, that kind of tells us a lot, because that obviously gives more credence to the theory that Shio was, abused by her parents or whatever, because he kind of makes it sound like they try to get the police to help out with that abuse and stuff, and the adults, and they just didn't help at all, and something like that. I don't know exactly how these pieces all fit together, but that's the rough idea, that something happened there. Maybe the older sibling just lost it and just killed the parents one day. I don't know. There's still a lot of questions we need answered, of course, but there's clearly a lot going on with Shio. It just clicked in my head, but part of the reason why Sato probably tells Shio not to leave is because they do have those missing child signs, and she doesn't want somebody to see Shio in the sign, like, oh my god, that's that person, because that could be a problem. So yeah, I definitely get why Sato wants to keep Shio inside if possible. Things really escalated with the scene once you actually heard the sibling character basically recite the usual, ritual that Sato and Shio do together, the little marriage thingy. But she did not take too well to that at all, and she wasted very little time grabbing a nearby weapon and attempting to just murder this person. So I don't think she actually will. I doubt it, really. They were kind of building up this character a lot these past couple episodes, so I doubt they would just end their existence like that, but, who knows. Somebody might walk in, so I really don't think that would be a good idea to do that regardless. Okay, Asahi, that's the character's name. They are listed on the MyAnimeLIst page. Like, I don't think it actually has a picture of the person, but the person has the same family name as Shio, so I think it's easy to say that's the character in here, so I'll just call this person Asahi, and they do have a female voice actress, so I will assume that it's female. But I know that's no guarantee of anything, of course, but, I have enough reason to believe she's female. But I guess the character did refer to her as a he, so I don't know. I don't even know why I'm talking right now. Anyway, Asahi clearly wants to find Shio and I assume to take care of her, but it doesn't seem like he's really in a position to do so. Like, Asahi's just basically comes across as a bum, at least, just walking around. People, I think, made comments about Asahi being filthy or something like that, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like Asahi has much of a life going on, so I don't think that would be a good idea for her to try to take Shio, because Sato, in spite of her personality issues, insanity, whatever you want to call them. She is technically providing a, a functioning, clean home and food for Shio. Of course, she's not there super often or anything, but, it's normal to, have a parent work and the supports, and that's what she does. Sato does have a job and works very hard to support Shio, so I don't know. I wonder if we actually will get some kind of conflict where Asahi's like, hey, give her to me, she's my sibling. And then Sato's like, no way, I love her and I'm taking good care of her. I think we may get a scene like that going forward because, I mean, Asahi, I know I'm just assuming they're a sibling, but I'm pretty sure about that assumption. Like, I don't think a sibling would really have any kind of legal preferential treatment as far as, like, custody goes. I don't really have any knowledge of this stuff, so I don't even know why I'm bothering, but yeah, the point is I don't think that she would have any legal grounds to take Shio, really. I think, if anything, Shio would just go into some kind of orphanage or something. So I don't think Asahi would have any kind of advantage like that. So I think it would just come down to, an argument. Hey, give her to me. No, she's better off with me, sort of thing. Which I think Satsu would end up winning that battle for one way or the other. But I don't know. I think we might get something like that. Maybe next episode. Maybe later. Assuming she doesn't straight up kill Asahi on that couch right now. So yeah, it's about all we had to say on the episode itself. There's still many questions I want answers to, like exactly what happened to Shio's parents. Like, I'm assuming they're dead. I think that's a safe assumption, since we do have Shio and Asahi that are both like homeless out on the streets or whatever. So I think that's a safe assumption, just a matter of how did they die. Either Sato killed them and because she wanted to take Shio for herself. I sort of doubt that. Either Asahi killed them because he just got tired of the abuse that both Asahi and Shio were suffering through. Because you could tell Asahi was fed up with, adults and police and didn't think they would be able to help or whatever, so it's definitely logical that he would take things into his own hands. And so I think that's probably what I'm leaning on more than Sato doing it. But then that also leads a question, like, how did Sato and Shio initially meet, and then how do they meet after the whatever the incident was that ended the parents' lives? Like, how did they meet up again after that? Was Sato just coming by and saw things afterwards and saw Shio there? It's like, okay, Shio, come with me. I love you anime, so this will be great. Let's go kill some people and take their home. Like, I don't know. There's still, like I said, a lot of questions I want answers to, and that most likely we will get going forward. And I look forward to that because this is a pretty good anime, I would say. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.